What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about overall stock market to see what the market did today and where the market is heading going into tomorrow. But before we dive into this video, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel, get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading live in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into it, guys. Dow is up 0.73%, nasdaq up 0.94%, S&P up 0.67%, and Russell 2000 also up on the day 0.43%. And here in different sectors, we got on top consumer cyclical, energy, technology, industrials, utility. On bottom, basic materials, communication services, real estate, financial. And if you look at this week to date performance, on top we got consumer cyclical, technology, communication services, and real estate. And laggards down here, energy and consumer defensive. So what happened last week? A lot of people thought that Jerome Powell will come out like he did before from Jackson Hole last year and crush the market. Well, that didn't happen. I mean, he was kind of hawkish. He said that they're going to keep that rate higher and longer, and also maybe depending on the data, one or two, maybe even three more rate hike. But market didn't care, guys. Market rallied. We saw some volatility, and I was expecting that if you go and watch my video, it says on my thumbnail exactly that, get ready for volatility in the market. And that is what we saw on Friday, just some ups and down, and then ending up closing green on the day. And look at all these stocks except for one name, Nvidia right here, a big name, down close to 2.5%. Look at this, guys. Microsoft up almost 1%, Apple up 1.26%. We got Amazon up 1%, Tesla almost 4%. We got energy, XOM, and Chevron both up on the day. We got healthcare up, and then we got Meta taking a beating, but only down 0.44%. Netflix recovering, it's up 2.24%, and Google also up in the green 0.21%. And now we're going to talk about S&P 500 ETF SPY. So what happened here on SPY ETF? We did go up in the green with increasing volume on Friday, huge volume right here if you look at my screen, but also nothing has changed. Again, it's under 443. What do you want to see going into next week on Monday? It's still not bullish. Yes, some people are saying a higher low here. We did not take out this low from a few days ago, but that is just how it's playing out right now. Completely risk off below 443. You cannot go and predict something that's going to happen in future. So you got to let price action do all the talking. You have to wait for that confirmation. If you're going to play out to the upside, definitely you want to see a breakout above 443 and then also above right here that previous high right here, the previous day candle, which is Thursday, and that is around 445. You want to see SPY breaking 443, holding 443, and then also taking out 445. That would be a bullish signal for the market for more upside all the way up to 450, and who knows, maybe even this gap on top 455.49. Now SPY can come up again up to 443, gets rejected again, and then possibly goes all the way down to 430. Now if you look at it right here, guys, lower Bollinger Band, that is telling us something that yes, we could see a short-term bottom on SPY right here and possibly a reversal from here, but we need that confirmation. And why? This lower band right here not coming down rapidly anymore. Looks like it's going back up to the upside. And only, if this thing actually moves higher and does not come down anymore, and the price moves above 443, that's going to be a bullish signal for the market. So keep an eye on that. We're not out of the woods yet. I'm saying that, just be cautious. Don't go all out thinking that it's going to go back to a big bull rally and you're going to see that in the next day or two. You have to wait and let this breakout happen. And once you see that breakout holding on SPY, you know instantly that it's moving higher and you're going to see some more upside and possibly even an all-time high. But we need that confirmation on SPY next week, possibly Monday. It needs to break above 443 and then 445. We also have this negative slope right here on this white line 20 SMA. So you want to see SPY actually getting above 20 SMA, and that is around 445. But the big level to break 443 and then 445. Until then, this thing can come down again. We do have resistance right here around 441 right here, 13 SMA on this daily chart. If SPY gets rejected from 441, it can come all the way back down to 430 again. Now going into Monday, we do have a little support here, guys. Blue line 5 SMA 439.48. So keep an eye on that. If there is a gap up, watch out for the resistance at 443. That's going to be key level that I'm watching going into Monday's trading session. Now, if this thing cannot break, above 443, we also have on Qs, we got a head and shoulder that is still intact. And if that plays out, we could see a lot more downside. So what I'm saying here in this video, we got nothing here on SPY to work with at this point. We need to see SPY breaking out above 443, 445, and then we get that bull confirmation here on SPY ETF. By now, everyone knows that triple Q, we got a head and shoulder pattern that is forming right here, or already has formed. We got this head on top, left shoulder, right shoulder, and if this plays out, we could see a lot more selling on triple Q. Now, if you look at my screen on Friday, just like SPY, it was green on high increasing volume on Friday. So what I like to see on triple Q going into Monday, it needs to get above 366. And also, if you look at my screen, it's still under 13 SMA 364.65. So it needs to break 364.65 and then 366. And also, if possible, triple Q takes out this high from Thursday, and that is around 372. That would be more bullish. And then you could see a move all the way back up to 380 plus to close that gap on top. Now, if this thing breaks down from 366 or even from here, we could see a lot more selling. Soon as triple Q takes out 360 support, you're going to see a flush down to 355 to this lower Bollinger Band and then 350. And like I said, by then you will know that this head and shoulder will play out. So far, we do not have a confirmation that it's actually going to play out, and we're going to see a lot more selling. So you want to see this neckline breaking, and if that happens, definitely a lot more selling will come on triple Q. Now, as of right now, it's still under these moving averages right here on this daily chart, and you don't want to look at this weekly chart. Definitely, this is not a good looking candle on this weekly chart. I mean, look at this long wick on top. So that is not a bullish looking candle, and also a lot more sellers than buyers from last week. So you want to see a lot more buying like we saw on Friday on increasing volume, and then we could see that breakout above 366 and possibly above this high 372 to 373. Until then, guys, wait for the confirmation, and if you're playing, there could be a lot of chop on triple Q before we see a clear direction in next few days. So on Dow Jones ETF DIA, it's looking weak. Once again, it's up on the day 0.72%. And look at this weekly chart. We have 20 SMA on this weekly chart right here that is sitting around 342. Now, why we got that bounce? Anytime you see a positive slope on a 20 SMA on this weekly chart on anything, it's a strong support, and that is why we saw that bounce on DIA on Friday, but it's not out of the woods yet. DIA needs to break above 346, and only if that happens, you're going to see 350, and that would be a bull breakout on DIA. Now, we got this gap just under 340. So Monday, guys, if there is a pullback, watch out. DIA can close this gap just under 340. And if that support gives up, you're going to see a flush all the way down to this gap, 332. So keep an eye on that. It's not looking great until this thing breaks above 346. On IWM, it's up 0.43%, and I have this weekly chart right here on IWM. And if you look at my screen, same story, 183 weekly 20 SMA right here, and that is why it's still holding 183 as a support. Also, we got daily 200-day moving average right around 182, and then on this daily chart, we do have strong support at 183. So 183 is going to be your risk level on IWM. Soon as that gives up, you're going to see a flush down to 178 and then the gap below 176. On IWM, you want to see it breaking above blue line 5 SMA right here around 184.27, or let me get the exact number, 184.24. And only if that happens, you're going to see a quick trip up to 186.73, and the big level and the bull breakout will happen above 188. Until then, guys, this could be also a bear flag right here. And if that plays out, you're going to see IWM actually coming down and closing this gap all the way down here, 176.24. On VIX is down over 8%, and we got VIX crash Friday. And look at what happened here, guys. Now, last video I made, we got this bullish engulfing candle on VIX, and we got the exact opposite right now, a bearish engulfing candle on VIX, and this thing getting crushed on Friday under $16, and now it's below all the moving averages right here on this daily chart. Now VIX gets down to 15. That is where you gotta be cautious, because if you look at my screen, last few times VIX came down to 15, we saw a big spike back up to almost 18 bucks. So you wanna be careful around 15. But if you see VIX actually taking out 15, then you know that market getting ready for a bull rally, and you're going to see it in the price action. So watch down here, big support 15, and to the upside, this thing needs to get over right here. Not only 16, 16.06, 16.59, and then possibly above 17. And only if that happens, you're going to see a deeper pullback in the market, and this thing can possibly retest 18 and then breaks out and goes all the way up to 20. Until then, guys, this one definitely now with this reversal candle, it's not looking good going into Monday. So watch this big support down here at 15.